that again.
This is Lamentation 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Right, so say for instance, when that time comes, you get shot in the head, you go right to the spiritual world. You know? But anyway, if anything, you took the easy way out. Most High have mercy on you. Read that again.
It says, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah, slain with hunger. Meaning a famine, man. A famine. You see? People starving to death. You know what I'm saying? Like I stated through the spirit, the first thing that goes is all that fat on your body, man. All you women, so-called black women, Latina women, having trouble, you know what I'm saying, losing weight. Most High got something for you, man. The Most High's workout plan. All right? You're going to be running from them bears. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be doing relay races, man. From them tigers and whatnot. You see? And you're going to lose all that fat on your ass. You're going to be running looking for food. All right? And guess what? All that fat's going to go. Well, for a second, but this bitch will be kind of good now. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go sign real quick.
Yeah.
This Revelation 9 verse 6. It says, and in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it.
Right, which is going back really to the time of World War I, all right? When they had something called euthanasia, and euthanasia was set up because you had men that was so severely wounded, what they wanted to do was die, but they were pumping them full of fucking morphine, man. Keeping them alive. That's why when you look at a lot of pictures from back then, you had men missing their jawbones, men missing eyeballs.
Half of their head.
Yeah, half of their head, because plastic surgery wasn't the in thing back then. It wasn't big. Wasn't no plastic surgery like that back then.
It's like, and that goes back to also the Civil War, man.
And that's another part of that.
Them crackers was going through it, bro.
That's another part of it, man. Yeah, they were seeking death but couldn't find it, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Men that get shot in the neck, and them crackers in the South, they wanted to go to war. We finally got our war. Them crackers finally got their war. They was getting their asses kicked. A lot of them, they was abandoning, you know what I'm saying, the war. And what were they calling them?
Deserters.
Yeah, deserters, man. And you catch a deserter, you can put his ass to death, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them was getting put to death like that too. You know? You watch a lot of these period pieces and see you links right up with history. But this brother's reading, read that again?
Yep, this Revelation 9 verse 6. And in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall...
Yeah, imagine your whole lower body is blown off, man. All you got is your torso there.
Yeah.
Your torso and of course your faculties up there. You know?
Yeah.
They pumping you full of morphine trying to stitch you back up, man.
Keep you alive.
Fucked up. Damn.
Keep you alive. And all of a sudden, all you can do is this. All you can do is ride a skateboard from the waist down.
You see that shit in it show you a glimpse of that if you know about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, this guy was Lee Van Cleef called him a half soldier. If brothers know about that movie, he was walking on his hands and he had like his legs were stubs, man. He was like a half soldier. You know, he was literally on his legs was blown off. He was using his hands as walking things, man. And how he opened the door through his head. Look at that movie, man. Look at that movie, man. Good, the bad, and the ugly, man. Yeah, it's a good movie, man.
It says, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
Yeah, because the Most High sanctions death.
Yep.
The Most High don't want you to die. You're gonna sit your ass right there and suffer. Just like Stephen Hawkins. He was in that jail for the longest.
50 years, man. Yo.
Almost half a damn century, man.
He died at 72, right? Or 70, right?
Yeah.
72.
If he was in there for 50 years, that's half a century. The Most High kept your ass in that chair. So the Most High is the one. That's why I say, fear not them that can kill the body and not the soul, but fear him that can destroy both soul and body in hellfire.
That's right.
Which if you got your lower extremities blown off, you can't hump.
Can't do shit.
All you can do is suck some titties and the bitch lets you go down on it. And that shit, you want your shit getting off, man.
Yeah, hell yeah,
you can't even get your shit off no more.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? can't even get your shit off no more. What the
This
point of
dude
living
was
now?
tortured, man. That's why this dude, Stephen Hawking's first wife, left him, man. She left him because she was with him through childhood, but he had multiple sclerosis or the Lou Gehrig disease, whereas he was like, blah, 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 blah. In the chair.
Without a shape.
He became a Jerry's kid, where he couldn't hump. He couldn't do shit, man. So what she did was,
Couldn't even shit.
she left that motherfucker. I think she had 2 kids by him through artificial simulation, or that was his second wife.
All that was for the money.
Yeah.
That was for the money. Once she secured that, she was like, all right, I don't need this thing.
So the first wife said, listen, man, I'm tired of wiping your ass. I'm tired of beating you off and shit, 'cause I can't get off. And he probably was watching her fuck around with another man. Just let me watch. All I want to do is watch. So he, freaky ass motherfucker,
Dark in
pervert.
that fucking chair.
He in a chair all fucked up with a computer, analyzing through the computer. You know? How his woman was getting bent over by another man. Hey, that was your punishment, man. And now you in the spirit world, and when you come back, you're gonna be a perpetual slave.
That's right.
Stephen Hawkins. Just like Barbara Bush, man. That fucking slimy. Barbara Bush died 3 years ago. That bitch is in the spirit world. That old, raggedy, beat up hoe. That bitch is in the spirit world. Fuck Barbara Bush.
Yep. But I got something. This is Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me.
Yeah, the Most High is saying, look, man, I'm the power, man. Ain't nobody else with me, man. All right? That's a profound statement, man. The Most High is saying, look, I'm who it is, man. Ain't nobody else with me, man. Okay?
I kill and I make alive.
So the Most High kills and makes alive, man. So if somebody dropped dead right now, the Most High's the one that killed them, man. No, ain't no such thing as a freak accident or, you know? You watch movies like Final Destination, they'll show you things like a freak accident. No, that's the Most High's death angels. And more of those things are going to be happening in these last days, man. Don't be surprised you wake up and you see on the news, a tree fell on a nigga and just smashed his ass, man. The angels took the tree over. You know? Got that Paul Bunyan spirit, knocked over a tree, and the tree fell on a nigga and just killed his ass, man. Or a nigga bitch. Okay?
It says, I wound and I heal.
Hey, see, the Most High wounds and he heals, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High can do all those things. It's one.
Yeah. It says, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Right, so you might want to go to these different doctors and whatnot about a specific kind of disease, but you come to find out that the doctors can't do shit for you. Because why? Because the Most High don't want you to get better. He wants to take you out in a specific way. So nobody can deliver out of the Lord's hands.
Right.
If I may, that reminds me of what's that guy? Was it Epiphanies?
Yeah,
That unincurable death, man.
Yeah.
You know, the unincurable pain that he had, man. In his bed, you read about that in the book of Maccabees, man. This is Psalm 68, verse 20. It says, He that is our power is the power of salvation.
Salvation is only coming for the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Yeah?
And unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, belong the issues from death.
And what are the issues from death, man? How a person goes out, man.
Right.
When a person dies, how they die, how long it takes them to die. You see, the Most High controls all that, man.
That's right. Whether they're gonna suffer.
Yeah, whether they're gonna suffer or whether the Lord gonna take them in their sleep, you know?
See, suffering is the worst, man, because that means the Most High have it out for your ass. You suffering with pain, day in and day out, and finally you give it the Spirit. But before you give it the Spirit, you may suffer for a certain amount of years. That's the Most High torture. That's the Most High.
Don't want that.
That's the Most High bringing His judgment upon you, whereas He's letting you live in that corrupt body, and it's bringing pain upon you, man. Pain before death. That's bringing all kind of pain upon you and hell upon you, man. You don't want that kind of judgment, man. You know, you don't want no judgment from the Lord, man. That's why it behooves you to get right with the Most High and get to know these scriptures, man.
This is Hebrews 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
And that's what happens to all these Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that get cut down in the streets. You know, you had this bitch that got put to death on Facebook Live by her man. She exposed something that he did, man. Probably was a homosexual. And what he did was he cut her down with a shotgun. You know, first he made her apologize on Facebook Live in front of the whole people. And then he shot her down. Then you had on Facebook Live or Instagram Live where this chick and two niggas was in the car in Texas on Easter Sunday, the day of Astoreth, and she shot him in his head, man. He was laying there leaking. Judgment of the Most High. That's why I say it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High, man.
Right.
So all these,
or let them get killed by a woman.
that's right. So all these people that get put to death out here, man, they fell into the hands of the Most High, and the Most High put them to death, man. Which is a fearful thing, man. Because the Most High is merciful. But when he gets sick and tired of your shit, he'll put you to death, man. So that shows you that you have to be a wicked ass nigga to get put to death, man. Whether in this society or in the previous life you lived, man, you have to pay for your judgment, man. You have to pay for what you did, man. Your crime, man. Your sin.
This is Sirach 39, verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right, so there be spirits that are created for vengeance, man. And that's vengeance is the vengeance of the Lord. Those spirits are death angels pretty much, man. Like the apostles always go into the spirit of Jeffrey Dahmer, which the word Dahmer means blood. That's where you get that word Damu from. I'm saying them niggas in the West Coast talking about Damu. First of all, Damu is really Swahili for blood. Right? Now, how many of you niggas knew that? No? That's a fun fact, no? Damu is Swahili for blood, okay? So Jeffrey Dahmer, his name was a nomen omen. All he was doing was killing a bunch of faggots, man. A nigga faggot, big faggot, cracker faggot. He was just killing faggots,
He was
man.
killing faggots.
And he was a damn faggot his damn self. He was so bugged out in his fucking mind, the Lord just put a completely satanic spirit on him to be carrying out that will, man. You got all kind of guys, David Berkowitz, Jack the Ripper, you know, BTK, what was that? Unabomber, the Zodiac Killer. That Zodiac is a good movie, man. You know what I'm saying? He was catching men and women, stabbing a fine ass woman up to death. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't right.
For an average man, you got a fine ass woman like, damn, man, I kind of want to, you know? She was stabbing the life out of that bitch, man.
He's on, says, teeth of wild beasts.
Teeth of wild beasts, man. Teeth of wild beasts meaning what? Ferocious animals, man. Okay? Ferocious animal like a bear.
Jaguar.
Yeah, a bear, a jaguar, you know what I'm saying, a lion, a silverback gorilla. You don't want to see one of those, man.
I don't know.
Kodiak bear, you know? So it said teeth of wild beasts, man. These wild beasts are going to be let out. Snakes, man, serpents.
Yep, it says, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Right, punishing the wicked to destruction. And that's the will of the Most High. And it's going to come even more in these last days. I'm telling you through the Spirit. You're going to start seeing a lot of death coming in these last days, man. It's going to be coming in hellacious form, man. I'm saying the Most High is going to be putting all kind of people to death. Whether you're a fine-ass woman or Ezekiel 9:4, get that. If you don't mind, brother.
It goes to say, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is.
Yeah, so when the Most High got need for them, which that time is very soon. Hey, the Lord, it ain't like the Lord ain't been killing people. The Most High is just gonna turn up the pressure, man. It's going to be happening at a phenomenal rate. That's why the scriptures speak about the pale white horse. That pale white horse is the spirit of death, man. The spirit of death is going to be just looming around. The society is just looming around. People, you see, like you pan down the block there, pan down there. See how many people you guys in there, man? Man, they all going to get wiped out, man. They're all going to get wiped out. I'm talking about miles of people just wiped out.
Dead people.
As far as you can see, people just wiped out, bro. Dead on the street, bleeding.
That's right.
Guts hanging out. Wild beasts ripping them apart, man. Little babies. You know what I'm saying? Pretty teenage maidens, man. You know?
That's right.
And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
Right. So when the Most High puts a spirit on these beasts and these different spirits, you know what I'm saying, to appease his will, they're not going to transgress the word of the Lord. They're going to commence to take an action, man.
That's right.
You know, they're going to seize hold on the wicked. Hey, certain brothers, the Lord's going to have them spirits bypass brothers, man. And sometimes you be in this world, man, a nigga could be a dangerous ass nigga, but for some reason he's cool with you.
I got a preset.
That nigga's the most dangerous nigga, but for some reason the Lord got him cool with you. You like, damn, man. I'm happy that nigga's not, you know what I'm saying? But that be the Most High. Because this shit happened to me. You know, one time this nigga was gonna poke somebody up on a damn bus, and I was sitting right next to the nigga. I thought the nigga had the problem with me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit, fuck, I thought I was gonna have to get it on, so I started, you know what I'm saying, getting it together, in case I had to be safe. And the dude said, nah, bro, it wasn't even with you, man. My people wasn't even with you. My people was with these motherfuckers over here. You talking about the Mexicans, the Mexican dudes that was in the back of the bus, he said they was talking shit about him in Spanish or some shit. I was like, I thought you was trying to get it on with me. She was like, nah, man, he had a razor and all. I was like, oh shit, this nigga.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, we sparked a conversation, and it ended up being a cool ass conversation, man. And that was the Lord.
Hey, that's why it says in Psalms 34:7, the angels are camping around them that fear Yahweh. That's why it behooves you to fear the Lord, man, to keep his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. So those angels have that hedge around you, man, so you don't get taken out by one of these fucking niggas out there, man.
I got a precept going back to the spirits that's created for vengeance. Amen. Because they're not going to transgress the laws of the Most High, but they're going to do the words of the Most High, man. And they take pleasure in doing the works of the Most High, man. These angels, man. This is Psalms chapter 103, verse 20. Bless the Lord, ye angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word, man. So when he command somebody to get put to death, man, they're going to rejoice. They're going to do the exact same thing that the Most High tell them to do, man. And they're not going to transgress this word. I'm going to read it again so it can sink into your ears. Psalms 103, verse 20. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his words, man. That's what it says in the book of Sirach, the 39th chapter. There be spirits that's created for vengeance, man. And they appease the wrath of him that made them, man. Even teeth of wild beasts. You made the Most High made put a spirit on a jake to walk upon you and shoot you in your head, man. Hey, look what happened to that bitch on Instagram, I'm saying, on Facebook, man. That was a spirit that the Most High put into that jake to shoot that bitch, man. And to injure a cop, and to give himself up. Now he gonna serve years in prison, man. Which was better for him to let them cops kill him so he could go back to the spirit world. Because now you're gonna be not only in captivity, but they're gonna put holy hell on you until the time when the Most High takes Esau out of his rulership. Because you're a young man. You were 27.
You killed a woman, so now they're gonna be looking at you in prison like.
And not only that, he injured a cop.
I think he killed his
CEOs up there
her son
fuck
too.
his ass up.
He killed her son.
He killed his son too?
Yeah, he killed his
That's
son.
double murder, man. Hey, man.
Probably wasn't his son. Probably some shit happened with a bitch cheated on him and some shit. Had a kid and she lied to the dude and said it was his kid and it wasn't his kid. So he blew her away. See? These bitches be doing that shit. These bitches be lying to a guy, telling him that's your kid and ain't your fucking kid. Guy find out. Say, bitch, you fucking bitch, you had me fucking. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, hey, you get a little kid, a little son or